Good evening, I'm Sean Embrock with this your Wednesday edition of the HGP Sportscast. In the sports tonight, Australian cricketer Phillip Hughes laid to rest. Hockey Festival opens at the National Gymnasium tomorrow, December 4, and Guinness Street Football continues tonight. Australian batsman Phillip Hughes laid to rest today in Sydney. Hundreds in attendance paid their last respect. Phillip Hughes, the Australian batsman who died last Thursday after being struck by a cricket ball to the back of the head, was laid to rest in front of thousands today in his hometown Maxwell. Teammate Michael Clark could not hold back his tears while speaking at the funeral service, which lasted for several hours.
This is what makes our game the greatest game in the world. Phillip's spirit, which is now part of our game forever, will act as a custodian of the sport we all love. We must listen to it, we must cherish it, we must learn from it. We must dig in, we must dig in and get through to succeed. And we must play on. So rest in peace, my little brother. I'll see you out in the middle.
Meantime, the WICB was also among the other boards present at the funeral today. The honors was done by former captain of the West Indies team, Brian Charles Lara, who is presently in Australia, as was asked by President of the WICB, Dave Cameron, who mentioned that time was not enough in getting to Australia. In light of recent good performance by local sprint athletes at international meets, the use of the Lenora synthetic track is becoming an urgent facility to be operationalized. We have more in this report. President of the Athletics Association of Guyana, in a recent interview with HGP Sports, said the use of the facility will improve athletes' performance, and the AAG is ready to shift its program to the facilities at the earliest.
Last 2 years, and we did not name the synthetic track because, again, we don't know when it's going to be ready. If the synthetic track becomes available in March, April, then we can just basically switch those venues that we had on our calendar to the synthetic track.
Recently, at the South American Youth Championship, Guyana was represented well by Natricia Hooper and Jason Yaw, who broke and now holds the record for the 400-meter males, and the youngest in South America to do so. Its coach Julian Edmonds also said the track will be beneficial.
You know, the surface is definitely faster than the grass that we're accustomed training to. You know, once the track is available, then you will have less you know, time that the athlete, you know, won't be preparing to run. So the value of the track is you know, it's very important.
Assurance was given by the sports minister, Dr. Frank Anthony, that the facility will become functional in the first quarter of 2015.
Very soon we'll be able to open it and have staff at the track, and our athletes would be able to go out there and train. So we're now putting the finishing touches to the track. We are hoping that within the first quarter of next year that we can have it open. That's a kind of notional timeline we are working with.
But there are some staffing constraints.
Right now we don't have technical staff on the ground, and therefore if we don't have people managing the facility from this aspect of it, it would be a little difficulty. The track itself, we'll have some rules when people are going on the track itself, so we'll have to put those rules in place and have somebody there to supervise it. So that's why we have not really been granting people permission to go there and train.
Minister Anthony noted too that the clubhouse and other important components are near completion for the opening in the first quarter of 2015. We move now to some hockey news. The 10th annual Diamond Mineral Water International Indoor Hockey Festival begins tomorrow, Thursday, December 4, 2014. The festival is one of the largest and most popular in the Caribbean, and over the years has attracted top teams from the Caribbean region and North America. This year's festival, unfortunately, falls on the heels of the recently concluded CSC Games in Mexico, and has had an impact on the number of international teams participating in this year's festival. Cash prizes and trophies will once again be awarded to the winners and runners-up in the male and female and veterans category. The winning team in both male and female tournaments will each receive US $1,000, while the runners-up will card off US $500. The winner of the veteran tournament will receive US $500, with the second place teams receiving incentive prizes. This year's festival will be complemented by the conducting of a coaches and umpires course funded by the Pan American Hockey Federation. Guinness Greatest of the Street knockout round kick-started this evening and the commencement of the Skill Ball Challenge. Here is more. 16 teams will begin their campaign in the knockout round to first qualify for the quarterfinal stage, with the ultimate aim of becoming the Georgetown Zone champions and a chance to the national playoff with the hope of representing Guyana regionally. Leopold Street will start things off playing against Festival City Street Warriors, followed by 3 more games before a break when the Skill Ball challengers will strut their respective skills with the ball, and 4 lucky persons will win vouchers to shop for Christmas during the break also. After the break, Globe Yard will take on All Boys Town A, followed by 2 more matches before Sparta Boss plays Sophia South to bring the curtain down on the night's matches. Kickoff time is 7 p.m. at the National Cultural Center, Tarmac. And with that, we've come to the end of our sportscast for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm Sean Embrack saying good night.